Hello friends, welcome to this channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss API to AI, that is Active Pharmaceutical Ingredients to Artificial Intelligence, the digital chemistry of modern manufacturing. Before starting up the episode, I wanted to brief you about our focus areas, about our passion, what is our goal, about Center of Excellence Pharma 4. Dr. Jayan Joshi, that's myself, has designed this concept of adopting cutting edge emerging technologies to revolutionize the pharmaceutical industry by embracing the principles of Industry 4. These details are discussed at our website. We have designed a course, Smart Manufacturing in Pharma on Udemy platform. Our YouTube channel was launched about 5 years back. Today it has got 370 videos, starting from discussing from business strategies, various emerging technologies, challenges into pharma industry, in supply chain and regulatory requirements, documentation, and going up to the audits and validation. Podcast channel which you are listening, today is 103rd podcast. I do suggest and request all of you to look at it, this entire digital ecosystem which we have developed. We have also launched a book series, Center of Excellence Pharma 4, on Amazon. These books are available on Kindle as well as paperback. There are already 9 books are there covering the various topics. The book covers are shown over here. So let's start with the agenda. I'm going to discuss about the introduction, AI-powered API discovery and development, intelligent manufacturing optimization, smart quality control and analytics, predictive maintenance and operations, digital process design and automation, market dynamics and strategic value creation, ROI and value creation metrics, implementation excellence and strategic framework, future directions and strategic evolution, and finally coming to the conclusion. So let's start with an introduction. In the molecular structures, we are looking for the optimization. Most scientific transformative applications of artificial intelligence in pharmaceutical chemistry, we want to discuss it over here. We are really looking to achieve about 82% of technology maturity. That's basically adoption of artificial intelligence in API development, which can reduce the trial and error experimentations, which is really taking place at this moment of time. That's what is our goal. AI-powered molecular design platforms can really help you to utilize the quantum mechanical calculations and extensive chemical databases, which are really used in drug discoveries. We want to predict chemical properties and recommend optimal synthetic approaches. This will help you to identify optimal molecular configurations and predict a bioavailability. This will help in assessing manufacturing feasibility in virtual environments. Transformative potential demonstrates by companies where major pharma companies are now utilizing AI-driven molecular optimization. It screens millions of molecular variants in hours instead of searching it out for the months together. That is where we get a mileage, we get a time reduction, and that helps in reduction in drug discoveries processes. Synthetic route prediction is another application where AI can contribute a lot. Chemical reactions optimization is technology maturity and cost reduction. If we can achieve maybe 85% of technology maturity, we can deliver 20 to 30% of the cost reduction. Our objective is that how we can reduce the time so that we always talk about the faster, better, and cheaper. These are the things which where we can help in doing optimization of the resources, and time is the most important resource. AI algorithms can really help in optimal reaction conditions. This can help in optimization of temperature, pressure, solvent choice, and catalyst selections, and various other factors. Based on to the historical reaction data and molecular property, we can develop a AI-based algorithms and all. What is the value which it can add to the pharmaceutical companies? Particularly when we are really looking for the complex multi-step synthesis and all that, it will do a value addition. The minor changes in the reaction conditions can really give an impact onto yield, purity, and the cost and all that sort of thing. This is where the integration of PAT, that is a process analytical technologies, can help, which will have a closed loop systems creation and a continuous refinement into these reactions, depending upon the operating conditions and all that. It will help in real-time monitoring of the data for improvements and all that. Real-time process control is going to be helpful. That will help in improving the technology maturity. It will prevent the batch failures, by predicting through the AI. And AI systems can really help in continuous streams of manufacturing data, identifying the optimal operating parameters, automatically adjusting the process conditions. There's an example that a major pharma company in Italy has tried this. They have implemented AI and machine learnings, and the analyzing of the data from the MRP system, LIMS, distributor control systems, planning software, and analytical, where it has really helped in a comprehensive real-time process understanding. And that is where we look at it and we call it as a intelligent control systems can be designed and developed it and all that. The yield optimizations algorithms can be built up. That is basically again active pharmaceutical ingredients are being reimagined, and convergence of artificial intelligence, digital chemistry, and intelligent manufacturing systems can really get integrated, which is going to transform the pharma industry or API manufacturing systems. We are already in the process of building up a comprehensive digital ecosystem. Similarly, when you are looking out for an API, your molecular design, process optimizations, quality control, production management, these are the various systems can be integrated by adoption of artificial intelligence, which will be very helpful and which will help you in optimizing the resource utilizations and performance improvements and all that. AI can really help in chemical database and predict optimal synthetic pathways and manufacturing processes in a real time and all. And this market is expected to move very fast. Today, the market is valued maybe about 1.5 billion, but it's likely to go to 25 billion by around 2034. So today, API market, which is around 206 billion, is growing up at 4 to 6%. And drug development, which is really taking maybe 5 to 6 years today, can really be brought down to about a year. That's what it is, the predictions are there. Energy consumption reduction is another factor which can really help a lot. Technology maturity in the energy saving will be there, and we expect that adoption of AI can really help by 10 to 15% into energy saving. As we know, API is a energy intensive company operations and all. And this is where AI and intelligent optimizations can really help in building up energy efficient improvement systems and all that other thing. This also has got an impact onto the environmental impact, and today with rising energy costs, controlling that is the most important thing. Integrated process controls can help in achieving the energy consumption and all. Predictive quality analytics is another benefit. With the technology benefit maturity, you can have a real-time quality monitoring systems. As we know, pharma is governed by a lot of regulatory requirements and regulatory documentations and all. This is where AI systems can analyze the process data, environmental conditions, and historical quality results, and that will help in proactive quality assurance instead of taking corrective actions after the problems or challenges. We can really look it from a proactive quality assurance, which will help in preventing the problems while it's under development and all, and that will get reflected into a cost reduction. This today the cost of calculations of the data storage analysis is quite high in the manual systems, while IoT and AI integration can really help in microbiological labs and all that. This cost can be reduced maybe from 15 to 35%. And this is where the efficiencies and improvements will start coming up and all that. Now, how this real-time deviation detection can help into pharma industry or API manufacturing is let's look at into that angle also. API reimagined through the artificial intelligence, digital chemistry, and intelligent manufacturing. Integration of molecular design, process optimizations, quality control, and production management. All that data can really get compiled. A seamless data sharing with a cloud technology can coordinate. It will help with AI and machine learning algorithm to analyze the data and predict the any uh, challenges uh, into the manufacturing process, and then can help the management or the decision makers or stakeholders to take a corrective action. So disruptions can be avoided. So that is what is the objective. So AI-powered platforms are being developed, which will autonomously optimize the manufacturing process in a real time. And this is where, as I mentioned earlier, the market is growing up. No, companies are really looking for adoptions of the AI and all that. Our objective of this podcast or building up a digital ecosystem is to educate the people, help them to know the benefits or awareness about the new emerging technologies and how those adoption can really help in improving the operations, improving the manufacturing processes, which can help in the resource utilization and finally the productivity and performance improvement. The automated documentation system is helps in technology maturity, time reductions into the documentation process, which was earlier into a manual process, which gets shifted to the automatically documented system where less and less errors are there. And this AI platform, that is artificial intelligence platform, can automatically generate, maintain those regulatory reports, batch record, and compliance documentation without any manual interventions. That's a big benefit to the industry. Value of pharmaceutical companies is that regulatory compliances documentations are maintained with minimum administrative burden and all. And a seamless compilation of the data into the manufacturing systems is available. Another benefit where we look at it in the API manufacturing is about the equipment. Equipment failures can be predicted with adoption of AI. So this technology maturity can help in achieving the better utilization about the equipments and machines and reduces the downtime and all that. Predictive maintenance is another area where analyzing the equipment performance data, it could be temperature, pressure, vibration, all those factors are monitored, and monitoring these vibration patterns and all that can really help in improving the asset utilizations and monitoring the operational parameters and all. So proactive maintenance can really help in reducing the failures. And this is where your equipment utilization will go up. Not only that, but it also helps to get a quality product, with the monitoring the process parameters and all that sort of a thing. So critical pharmaceutical manufacturing really helps and all that. So integration of IoT sensors and artificial intelligence helps. Maintenance scheduling will really do the optimization. As we see, the technology maturity will help in reducing the maintenance cost by 30 to 50%, which is quite a significant and all that. So analyzing equipment conditions, production matching with the production schedule and resources availability can really play an important role. Optimal maintenance timing will be scheduled, and that will reduce the production disruptions and all that sort of thing. That's a big advantage which almost each and every company is now today looking at it. And so the manufacturing facilities and multiple production lines are maintained, with minimum breakdowns and optimum utilizations of the equipment systems and all that sort of thing. So planned activities will help in maintaining activities and reducing the downtime and all that. So this will improve the performance analytics with the dashboard. So again, I'm continuing with those same parameters about the technology maturity where it can help. Real-time visibilities also will be there. Now, as all this data directly from IoTs, artificial intelligence, goes on to the cloud system, which is available to all various stakeholders. So they will all have a real-time visibility of movement about the materials, production, quality data, operations, and all that sort of a thing. So monitoring this equipment and quality parameters can really track the operational efficiency. Data integrity is another benefit. Our earlier system, when we are using a analog-based data-driven digital silos or something were there. Now, this is where when we are moving to the digital system, it's a seamless data sharing, and that is where multiple sources the data is coming up. So, which is available to the plant manager, manufacturing managers, and all that sort of a thing. They can do the predictive analytics to take a necessary corrective action, which is available onto their dashboard and all that sort of thing. So digital first is another concept which we want to really discuss it over here. Um, we have to move from data driven to digital systems and all that sort of a thing. So that will help to take a correct decisions and all that sort of a thing. As I discussed earlier into a slide, we want to have a dashboards and all that. On the dashboard, you will see all those process designs and all that sort of a thing, and that helps in from earlier silos-based systems to the digitally transformation systems and all this sort of thing. So holistic modeling will be available when we are specifically looking out for the API-based companies where you have a solvers, you have a crystallization, you have a milling, the various operating processes which are there. All those process data, production data, parameters data, quality data, everything gets really integrated and all that sort of thing. And this is where the benefits are going to come from your earlier traditional systems to the new digitally transformed digital operating systems and all that sort of a thing. So this is what it is a big benefit from over here. So when we are specifically looking out for, say, your crystallization process or something like that, you can do the modeling, which will also bring a lot of benefits and all that sort of a thing. So at the stage of API purification and optimization, where your technology maturity again will help, and artificial intelligence driven analysis can really help in improving the purity and the yield, which is these are the main criteria where your extraction, crystallization, filtration, drying, these are the various operating processes and all that sort of a thing. All that data again gets integrated from IoT and data capture and data sharing with artificial intelligence doing analysis or looking at the trends of the quality parameters and all that sort of a thing. This will be a big value addition to your complex API manufacturing and all that sort of thing. And that will help in the purification. And once you have a pure product, then automatically you get a better yield and you reduce the cost and your product quality goes on improving and all the time. This is where artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms will help and all. Okay. And this is where what really we projected or we observed it that the adoption is much faster, and this is where the rates are going to come about CHR has been shown at maybe 26 to 43% and all that. And maybe 2032 is going to be going to bring a lot of benefits into your API manufacturing. So artificial intelligence will help in drug discovery, drug development, drug manufacturing, and all, which will bring efficiency reduction into the cost and will help in accelerating the innovations which are really going to come into the industry. So technology adoption and digital transformation is going to be the key areas where we can expect a lot of benefits, though this requires a high investment in app capability that AI designing, data capture, data integration, data analysis, and your AI algorithm requires a lot of time, efforts, software, the skills to adopt to this and all that. I think this is where there is a high investment, but looking at it, the benefits by using the cloud computing and the technologies like IoT and data sharing, data integration, along with your regulatory compliances documentation. If you look at it, the whole thing, no, and identify quantifiable and qualitative benefits which are really going to come, I'm sure that this is going to be a huge potential in benefits to the company, to the quality, to the uh, patients and customers and all also. So we have to really keep in into that. So there's a value creation potential is there. These are some of the projections are there where present market is expected to be maybe 350 to 400 billion, which is really going to have a improved efficiency and reduction into the development cost. And that which is really expected, which is presently looking at it, the development timeline from say 5 to 6 years, it may be expected to come down to 1 year, and that will have a lot of potential savings. It depends upon the company, the size, the products, and all that, but it's going to be fantastic benefits are going to come, and this is where artificial intelligence, as you know, a lot of people are talking, discussing about AI benefits into the various operations, various industries, various areas. I'm going to discuss over here is only into AI adoptions into API manufacturing and all. So this is where productivity improvements are going to come, operational efficiencies, gains will be there. Some predictions are there. It can bring, say, 33% improvements into operational efficiencies, a reduction into quality control costs, reductions into equipment downtime through the predictive maintenance. And there are a lot of case studies are there, which you can also look at it onto in that where reductions in variability, raw material usage, wastage, energy consumption. These are the benefits are there. So industries will also have a lot of benefit because there won't be any material returns will be there. There will be efficiency gains will be there, and a validation of strategic values from the AI adoptions will also help and all that are there. Now, looking at it, the technology integrations and the platform development. Once we know, okay, there are a lot of benefits are going to come, we have to really now think about it, how we can integrate it. We have to think about your MEA, that's a manufacturing execution system. You may have a LIMS, that's the laboratory information management system. You may have a ERP system, enterprise resource planning. You may have a DCS system that data controls systems or DCS systems will be there. So you have to have a data quality, security, real-time performance. So a lot of those systems which are there in the same working independently, you have to think about how you will integrate all the data, which will bring a lot of benefit because the data entry, reduction, manual errors, a lot of things will go automatically. Regulatory requirement documentations also will be maintained. So this will exceed in most of the companies the benefits and all that. And this data harmonizations and system interoperability will help in harmonizing the data coming from the various things. Though there are a lot of challenges will be there because today these various systems are onto the various platform. So bringing all those systems onto same platform, having that same database structures and all that sort of a thing. So seamlessly that data can move from one systems to another thing. At the same time, the scalability considerations are to be thought about it. You have to also see if there are another chemistry based software tools are there, how you can integrate those also into the systems, you know. So this is what really the challenges are there, but there are a lot of benefits will be there. As I discussed earlier also, your regulatory compliances requires the data integrity, system validation, audit trail maintenance. It should really support all your good manufacturing practices. Everything will fall into that actually. Only thing you have to think while designing, planning the systems to take all these factors and parameters into considerations and all. Finally, whenever you design and implement those AI-based system, you have to also keep it in mind about the validation framework and how it will um, support all those algorithms which are expected into the regulatory requirements and all that sort of thing. So, how those artificial intelligence will benefit into API manufacturing is the objective of our system. Now, there are various emerging technologies are coming up, as I mentioned at the beginning of the my lecture also, and how this will build its various capabilities are there. So quantum computing, generative AI, edge computing, autonomous laboratory systems. You have to also keep it in mind the capabilities of molecular designing, process optimization, manufacturing automation. We also have some lectures and sessions on to robotics and uh, automations and all also, where we want to really automate the repetitive processes and all. Those things also we have to really keep about thinking so that you are looking at it for intelligent automations and all that sort of thing. So accelerating screens processing with the foundational chemistry, those models are also available. You have to also think about the molecular structures, how it can optimize the properties. Quantum computing is a new area which is really coming up. A lot of capabilities are getting developed over there in synthesis optimization. And current computation limitations are really going to overcome with this AI-based robotics and automated analytics system. Edge computing is also coming up. So strategically you have to really think about how you want to position yourselves, how you want to invest into all these emerging technologies and robotics and all that, and what is your aim to become an industry leader. So you have to plan about your technology capabilities, your operational excellence which you are expecting it, innovation speed which you want to drive it, especially into your new products, new drug developments and all that, and consideration of the predictive analytics into various applications and all that sort of thing. So sustainable competitive will differentiate with your performance with other competitors with the multiple dimensions and all that sort of thing. And this will support the market requirements also, actually. Coming to the summary of this my sessions, how API to AI transformation will really happen. So this transformation will accelerate your API drug development. It will reduce the trial and error experimentation. It will also help in molecular designing platforms and all also, where you can utilize the quantum mechanical calculations and all. It will recommend the optimal synthetic approaches and all. And virtual environments like digital twins and all also can help you for optimizations and all. This will eliminate the need of extensive physical experimentations and all that, right? And predict the bioavailability and assess the manufacturing feasibility and all. So the future opportunities are great. There's going to be a big impact. So there will be a pragmatic shift from your chemical manufacturing, from molecular discoveries to the commercial products and all with the digital chemistry approaches. You will have uh, many opportunities with a competitive advantage into your own industry as well as to your competitors and all. So you can really lead to be a industry leader. So promises of AI adoption into this pharmaceutical development, I discussed about various possible opportunities. So you can keep those in mind. So some of those informations we have also already discussed onto our various other platforms and social media ecosystem which we are developing it and all that sort of thing. It has come to a good shape and all that, right? I am very sure that this is going to be a very useful tool, and this will help you to build up your own upscaling. At the same time, it will contribute a lot to the your manufacturing, your uh, R&D, and to support to your patients and customers also. So do subscribe all these, share with your network. Feel free to contact us if you need any help from our side. Do suggest if there are any possibilities of improvements and all also. Thank you. Bye.